And Thomas and Leanne Zilog decided to start shooting a film together in 2014. They knew the basic story they wanted to tell. It would be a nature documentary.
The film they made is called A Piece of Forest. This was the Zilogs' first step into the world of moving pictures, but a logical one since they had spent decades doing nature still photography. Tom and Lee Zilog did not have to go far to make their documentary A Piece of Forest. They shot it on 35 acres of their own land outside their home in Whitefield. There is minimal narration, no interviews, no majestic vistas, just the animals they observed while sitting in blinds.
We don't bait them, we don't call them, we don't talk to them, but because we live very simple, quiet lives, the wildlife became very tolerant of us, very comfortable with us.
Either Tom or Lee would often spend 4 hours in a blind in the morning, 4 more hours in the afternoon. There were, of course, no guarantees they'd come away with even 5 seconds of good footage. How often would you be out there and would come home with nothing?
Yeah,
it's extremely common. It's more common to spend the day in the field and not even see anything, never mind have an opportunity to capture it on film, than it is to see something. Every day for a week every time I'd come back home and tell Lee I didn't see anything. And it was normal. There was no, like, you didn't see anything? You know, there was no surprise, there's no awe.
Getting memorable shots of animals in the Maine woods is challenging, in part because the woods are so thick. It's impossible to get a good photo of a bear 250 feet away if there are 25 trees between the bear and the camera.
But on those rare occasions that we did capture an amazing experience, and that's really what it was, is an experience. It just was so overwhelming and worth every moment that we didn't get anything, those precious times that we did get some miraculous video.
There's a lot of footage of animals in the water, and now it makes sense because you get a clear view shooting onto the pond.
That's
exactly. With my still photography, the vast majority of my wildlife photographs were taken near water so I could have that open space to photograph them.
There were days, though, when outside that camouflaged blind, the camera captured something that was unforgettable.
Out from across the pond, a doe comes out, a doe that I recognized, a doe that we see every single day. And trailing behind her, Rob, was her precious newborn fawn. It was probably the most precious interaction I've ever had. And it's those interactions that it's almost addicting. You want to do it more and more and more and more.
That must have happened years ago, and yet you get emotional just telling the story now.
Exactly, right. It's just so beautiful. Mother Nature opened my heart and completely changed my life.
There aren't any shortcuts in trying to capture this kind of footage. It takes time, an enormous amount of time. How many hours of footage, roughly, would you estimate you shot?
We've been asked that more than once. We have no idea.
Here's what they do know. The film runs about 90 minutes and has more than 700 different shots, all reflecting the rhythms of nature and its remarkable creatures.
I've been observing wildlife since I was in grade school. I'm 66 years old. So I've got a lot of knowledge and wisdom about observing wildlife and their behavior and everything. Yet, here I am, 66 years old, and every day I go out there, every day there's something new.
What do you hope people take away from the film?
Come to the understanding. I want to show people that the wildlife in Maine is as spectacular and as beautiful as any wildlife in the 4 corners of this planet. And I think if people realize how fascinating they are, just maybe somebody out there will make an extra effort to try to save an animal one of these days.
Oh.
It is stunning videography. You can see A Piece of Forest this weekend on a big screen, which makes it even better. It is being shown at 7 o'clock Saturday evening at the Camden Opera House.
Tom and Lee Zilog will be there for a question and answer session after the screening. You'll find more information in the 207 section of our News Center Maine app or our website. I just want to play that in the background.
It's
all day
extraordinarily
long.
calming. It
really
absolutely is.
Good stuff.